Hi, welcome to this 15-minute general practice. So come to the front of the mat. We're going to start with a twist as opposed to sun salutations today, so only if you feel like it. But if you are, then feet hip width apart, slight bend at the knees, and then just swinging side to side, relaxing the arms, relaxing the shoulders, looking over the shoulder, but keep the eye gaze low, and just feel everything start to ease off. All the tension leaving the body as you just swing side to side, noticing any tightness in the body and breathing out as you relax that area. This is something that you can do for maybe up to 3 minutes. The only thing about it is just to not stop immediately. Slow down before you stop. So as you start to slow down, not so much movement, and then stay with the feet planted to the earth. Turn the arms so that the palms are facing forward. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths now in and out through our nose. Finding ourselves present to the mat, to the practice today. And taking a deep breath in and a clearing breath out. Open the eyes, shake it all out. And we're going to do a very, very slow sun salutation. So bring your hands together in prayer. Inhale, reach up. So toes are together, heels apart. Reaching up, looking up. Feel a stretch through the front of the body and gauge the core so as to not to hurt the lower backs. And then exhale, fold down, and let's bring our hands to our elbows this time. So knees are bent and feel the stretch in the lower back. So as we slow down a sun salutation, we can actually feel the different areas that it works into. Now come halfway, flatten out your back, hands to knees or hands to floor, straight back. Make sure that there's not a rounding in the shoulders, and feel the stretch down the back of the legs as well as through the back. Step back into plank. So, shoulders are over the wrists, push the heels back, pull the kneecaps up, engage the core. Look directly down in front of the hands and breathe. And then lower down. You can come to the knees first, flatten out the toes, and then inhale, come up into cobra. 3 breaths here. Elbows close to the sides of the body. Drop back down, lift up, and pull back into down dog. So let the heels drop towards the floor, push through the hands, feel the opening in the upper back, stretching through the back of the legs, through the calf muscles. And let's step our right foot forward, drop our left knee down, bring the right foot even further forward if need be. You want knee over ankle and hands to heart. Lean into it and feel a stretch in the front of the left hip flexor. Hands back to floor, tuck the toes, step the left foot to meet the right. Halfway, breathe in, exhale, fold, and then inhale overhead. Exhale, hands back to heart. Let's do the same on the left side. Inhale, lift up, look up, and make sure you engage the core. It'll stop you hurting the lower back. Elbows close to ears. Exhale, fold down, hands to elbows. Knees are bent. Let the weight of the upper body stretch out the lower back. Eye gaze to your knees, hands now to knees, and flatten out. Lean slightly forward here, so straight through the legs, straight through the back. Eye gaze directly down, make sure you're not tweaking the neck at all. Hands back to floor, step the left foot back this time. Come into plank, round 2. Engage the core. Feel the shoulders working, core working. Now lower down, flat feet, inhale to cobra. Keep breathing. We're slowing the practice down today. It's more of a hatha than a flow, but we need to keep breathing, so we'll be in these poses for you can't hold your breath. And then exhale, come back into down dog. Maybe the second round feels a little easier than the first round. And step the left foot forward. Drop the right knee, flatten out the foot. and bring the hands to prayer. Lean into it. Feel a stretch in the front of the right hip flexor now. Front of the body stretch. Hands back to floor. Tuck the toes. Step right foot to meet left. Hands to knees halfway. Exhale, fold, and then inhale overhead. Big stretch, and then exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes and take a couple of breaths. Just feel the difference that even that 2 minutes is made. Inhale, reach up. Let's get to the floor. Exhale, down, halfway. Plant the hands. Step the right foot, left foot, and then drop to the knees. So we're going to come on to hands and knees, some kneeling work now. So hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Come into cat-cow. So we're going to stretch through. This is a spinal stretch. So inhale, look forward and drop the belly. Exhale, tuck chin into chest and round through the back. So just come at your own pace. We're looking for about 5 inhales and exhales, but you can always pause the video and just do a few more if you're really feeling into it. Now let's work on engaging our core. So right leg out behind, left arm comes, so flex the foot and then left arm comes out. So make sure that the right arm is straight, right foot is flexed, feeling it in the core. And now you can test yourself by bringing it out to 45 degrees. So bring the hand out and the leg out. So you've got a diagonal stretch going on. Bring it back to center and then hands and knee back to floor. Let's try the left side. Left leg up, flex the foot, and then right arm up. Palm of the hand facing towards you. And then bring them out to 45 degrees. Breathe. Engage the core. Feel that belly pulling in. Hands back to floor, knee back to floor. Let's come into extended child's pose now and stretch it out. So toes together, knees wide. Drop the butt back and forehead to floor. Really, you can pop a cushion under the butt if need be. And you can also bring your hands under your forehead if need. Now walk the hands over to the right hand side. Let's get a stretch through the left side of the body and squeezing into the right side of the digestive system. Lift the head, walk the hands now over to the left hand side. So now the stretch is through the right side. So we always squeeze the right side first and then the left side second. Going with the digestive flow. Come back now to center. Reset yourself into tabletop. Let's come into tiger pose. So right leg up. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Left arm stretches forward and then wraps around to reach for the right ankle. Once you're there, engage the core and really use the leg to open up through the shoulder and stretch for the quad. You'll feel it in the front of the thigh as well. And let's try the other side. So when you're ready, left leg up. Bend the knee, flex the foot, reach the right arm forward and stretch around, grab for the foot. You might need to use a belt or a towel just to get the connection there. Once you've got that, you'll feel the stretch in the front of the shoulder as well as, I say, the quad. Keep breathing. We want 5 breaths here. You need the core engaged, otherwise you're going to be wobbly. And then relax, come out of that. Let's come into child's pose for a recovery. So forehead to floor, knees together this time, and then bring your hands down beside your feet, palms facing up. And just take a moment here to recover, to bring the breath back, to feel the difference as the energy starts to flow in different ways. We're unblocking things. And then when you're ready, bring your hands under your shoulders and come on back up. Now, coming into rabbit. So bring the hands closer to the knees. Come onto the top of the head, so the crown of the head. So it is an inversion. Just be careful. If it's not something that's in your practice, then maybe stay in child's pose. But if you feel comfortable to do it, then we can feel the rounding in the back. We can feel the pressure on the crown of the head, activating some of those meridian lines. Maybe use the hands for support if need be, but definitely at the end come back into child's pose and take a moment to recover. It's a very powerful pose in terms of activation of the meridian lines. So take a moment, take your time. Now we're going to continue with some more activation of different meridian lines. When you're ready, come on up. Let's open up more through the shoulders first. So start with a shoulder stretch. Bring the left arm up and bend it, drop it down the back, and then the right hand up behind, and see if you can bring the fingertips together, opening up through the chest, through the front of the shoulder. So this is through the front of the right shoulder. And then relax. Try not to hurt the neck, so just be careful. So when you're ready, right arm up and over, left arm behind. Bringing the fingertips together again. Use a belt or a towel if need be to create the connection. Opening up through the heart center. And then shake it all out. Release for the wrists. So very gently turn the hands so the fingertips are pointing out, and then pull the elbows back facing each other. Now turn the hands and you can do one at a time if it's too much pressure on the wrists. There's very small bones in the wrists, so you want to be very careful. And then shake it out. Bit of a hip release, so here we are, we're just going to circle round. Really feel into where all the tightness is in the outside of the hip area. Just go to the point where you can feel it, don't hurt yourself. And then come back the opposite way, 5 circles each way. And coming back. And let's come into a puppy dog pose. So that bring the hips over the knees, walk the hands as far forward as you can, forehead to floor. Engage the core, stretch through and under the arms. And let's come into gate pose now. So come on back up, and then we're going to come onto knees. Bring the right leg out to the side, flex the foot, right hand onto the right leg, and then reach up with the left hand, look under the left armpit. So we're feeling this, push the hips slightly forward and feel the stretch all the way through the left side of the body and also the inner right thigh. Now swap it over, left leg out to the side, flex the foot, lift up, and then look under the armpit. Push, as I say, the hips forward slightly, just ever so slightly, and you'll feel a deeper stretch. And then come on out. Let's come on down. Come onto your back, and let's come into pigeon pose. So right ankle on top of left knee. Thread the right arm through between the legs and then hug the knee in. So the more you hug the knee in, the deeper the stretch. Flex the foot on the right. Feel it in the right piriformis. And now swap over, left ankle on top of right knee. Thread the left arm through between the legs and hug in. Try and keep the head on the floor. And breathe. Now shake it all out. Just rock it out. And how about happy baby? So grab the inside of the feet, bend the knees, flex the feet, and feel a stretch in the hips. But also, this is an activation of the digestive system. So we're really squeezing into that digestive system. And then we'll finish off in butterfly. So soles of the feet together, knees are bent. Hands can be on the lower ribs or on the belly. Just make sure that the elbows are on the floor for support. And we're not using any muscles here, we're just letting the body weight, the knees just fall out to wherever's comfortable. So no effort required. This is an opportunity to start to think about your breathing again, slowing it down, coming into that deep belly breathing. So feel the belly rise and fall. And then let's come out into Shavasana, into our resting pose. So feet out to the corners of the mat, arms down now, palms facing up, eyes are closed. Feel the length through the back, through the legs, through the whole body, and just feel how relaxed and stretched out, activated you feel. We've been through quite a few poses, a lot of activation of different meridian lines. And then either pause the video here to take some more time or stretch it out. Take a moment to roll onto your right side before you come on up. Keep the eye gaze low. Come to that comfortable seated position, maybe for a little bit of meditation or just quiet time, a little bit of breathing. Namaste. Thank you.